Welcome back to Blueprints. This is session 29 of Blueprints. I am about to be starting day 83. I have been playing quite a lot of this game. And it feels like I am quite far into this game. So, chapter's not live. That's not what that's showing. There we go. Yeah, so the newest high priority is to investigate the results of Baroness Oribe's word grid, Still Water Tints Blank Books. My current theory is this somehow has to do with the blank books that are conspicuously in the library, but I'm a little lost on what still water could mean. This is the only instance of the two-word phrase still water in my notes. I want to say Alzara used dark water. Yeah, Lost Room Beyond the Dark Waters. When we showed the bridge in the final vision, was there any text? No, there was no text when we were showing the bridge. Yeah, so my current best guess as the only mobile source of water is the watering can, but that doesn't feel like still water. Another thought that popped into my head would be, say, drafting the library into the outer room, but we don't have a way to flood the outer room. Not that I would want to, that would ruin a very large number of very valuable books. But I'm just, if I can't take the books off the stands, how can I bring water to the books? So the watering can is at least something we can try for. So let's jump into day 85. Okay, let's see. It looks like we've got mail, morning room gems. Oh. The moon pendant saved itself, and the master key. Nice. How do I try and get the watering can? I think the two reasonable ways to try and push the watering can are banner for green rooms, and between the spare veranda and the greenhouse, I think those are the only ones that can actually spawn the watering can. It's at least some chance. Another option would be the experiment for create random items. Lost and found is a low chance. Okay, so let's grab allowance in case of shrine, then check the outer room. Actually, what's in here? I don't need those keys. Especially if I do get the random item for key experiment, I can rely on the master key. Okay, is this shrine or is this get an experiment started so that I know if I'm doing... So that I know if I'm doing the items for keys experiment. Let's do shrine. Better to have blessings. What do I want? Tinkerer could be good, actually. Because an experiment for item is good, an experiment for stars is good. Yeah, let's do Tinkerer. And so my theory was correct. 3 plus 16 did produce another high roller. So Tinkerer should reappear at 25 for 4. No. General. My math was wrong. 11 plus 16 is not 25. Yeah, I do that. Okay, cool. So the pattern is at least holding. I'm just bad at math. Oh, that's a buff that I am unlikely to benefit from. If I really hate it, I could steal the money back at the end of today. Hi, Natano. Yeah, whoops. My channel name is Quality Engineering, not Quality Arithmetic. I think the problem is more accurately that I don't do well if I am trying to do something fast. That could have been a good indoor nursery, actually. In my head, I was saving the indoor nursery for when I start science. Let's just get the code check. Because even though I'm trying for the Spiral of Stars, even though I'm trying for Orave's puzzle, I'm still going to work on the Spiral of Stars when I can. The library is commonplace. I don't need to take a library that is poorly positioned. I have a lot of commonplace rooms. But I'm pretty sure I'm not required to take the library where it's facing into a wall. Hammer? Did I even check what was in the other workshop? I don't remember anymore. Oh, and Natano, my start for the day is Moon Pendant Master Key. Good Moon Pendant. 32 minus 18, 14. Uh, 1/2 times 4 is 2, squared is 4. Minus 5 is -1. Times 3 is -3, squared is 9. I will take Secret Garden Key. Oh, wow, everything is misbehaving today. Okay, so last time this happened, I just needed to... There we go. Whoops. I've got plenty of doors, so this could just be terrace. I am strongly considering bannering green because spare veranda and greenhouse could contain my watering can. But I want to see if science gives me... Green rooms do get exhausted, so I can just start the banner. And it should be fine. That's the compass. I don't care. Conservatory. Shovel. Spare veranda. Welcome back, Rishina. Yes. I am back to start a new week. And we're going to see what happens. I have currently bannered green in the hopes that either the secret or the spare veranda or the greenhouse could contain a watering can. The spare veranda did not seem to win. Vestibule, lab, boudoir. I'm good with all of these at standard. Yeah, and so I am still picking up the telescope, and we'll see where the spiral of stars goes while we're doing this. Absolutely. Eel friends. Hello, eel friends. Actually, oh, I don't need to dig. I should save the dig spots. More veranda. Or should I be taking the library? It's probably the did game audio bug out again? I think game audio bugged out again. Okay, we're back. I still haven't started an experiment. I don't need indoor nursery. Okay, well, we get the library. Yeah, part of why I'm hoping for science is maybe I will get the items for keys experiment since I have the master key. Office is... Oh, well. Outer room is shrine, and I accidentally got general because I cannot math. Observatory for 4 is fine. Great Hall would actually be nice, but should probably just do the observatory. I will spend 12 steps each, so the second one will give me a showroom item. Yeah, you think both non-cloister options are good here? I would need to spend 5 steps. Or go up to the... If I go up to the courtyard, I start spending 30 steps. That's actually getting to be a lot of steps. Yeah, Spiral's only going to get nastier from here. Yeah. Okay, and so we're at 140. 38 is a gap in my notes. I actually went back through and what is with OBS today? All of my inputs keep freezing. Oh yeah, Apple is good. Slice is good. Right, but as I was saying, I went back through my old videos and filled in a number of gaps on the planetarium roster. Yeah, I do agree. I want to see what 38 is. Navigating is hard. If you... Oh, you were actually arguing to not see 38. Oh, because Apple is good to have. Okay, well, we can fill out. So we have B minor, P, the major sale. And we get I don't think the text popped up. Also, I'm pretty sure something is wrong with OBS. I might need to restart OBS. We got the chronograph. Because I'm pretty sure game audio has cut out again. It's like I can only get a fixed number of things working at a time. Yeah, I would have preferred spoon, you're right. Okay. And I did both viewings. I'm gonna try getting through the day before I restart OBS so I at least have the whole day as a single. Oh, and I walked past the metal detector. I suspect there are some rooms that the Chamber of Mirrors is incapable of duping. Like, I've never seen another dining room as well. Yeah. No actual answers, but just musing about the question. Um, you know, this would be great if I had the other nursery. Any other nursery. Game audio stopped working. No one is hearing the metal detector beeps. I think we can live without the metal detector beeps, but okay. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Oh no. No beeping. How will we cope? 40, 55, 550, 55, round to 50 or 60. It's probably up 60. Invert to 6. Times 1/2? Or no, divided by 1/2. 6 divided by 1/2. 6 divided by 1/2 is 12. 12 rounds to 10. 10 inverts to 1. Yeah, billiard is getting a little cursed. I'm thinking I just put the telescope away. Because from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 4 steps. I'll have 24 steps. And the telescope, using the telescope, if I get an observatory in this rank or down here, would eat 15 of those 24 steps, which would then make it very difficult to get back. Kitchen could be relevant. Did I reset the kitchen? I will need to reset. I did reset the kitchen. Yeah, we can certainly hope. Actually, at this point, I should be hoping for parsed turnips. Hey, look, a turnip. Coin. A shoe. Isn't it thrilling and re-energizing to have a new thing to do that you know what to do? It is. It really is. I already did the spare veranda and the courtyard and the aquarium. So Rinna is likely to be pretty sad at me. Still haven't found science. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot better to have something to work for because the Spiral of Stars on its own was... It had been fun to get up to the point I was at, but it had stopped feeling like I was going anywhere. I'll use a regular key. Silver key would... Maybe I should have just used the silver key. Yeah, especially if it may never end. Well, actually, secret passage I could have tried to force bedroom, although... With the Geist bedroom, I don't have a bedroom that directly gives a large number of steps. Yeah, master bedroom is definitely a thought, but that was not the right place for that. I think secret passage can never have a keycard door. It can be locked. Yeah, keeping master bedroom in mind, 100%. I am rather unhappy. Do I even want the solarium? I've got 2 luck buffs for green rooms. I'm not sure if the solarium can contain a watering can. I think I've only ever seen it in the spare green room slash spare veranda and the greenhouse. Even if this is gonna mess with... Okay, those are just gems. I want doors here. Fine. Do I want to draft north from the courtyard instead? I think so. Oh, okay. So if I do the observatory, yeah, I think the greenhouse is higher value. I've got 2 luck buffs boosting the chance of the watering can. Come on. Yes. Ah, poor soil. That's fine. Well, with 2 veranda buffs, I made my own luck there, so... I'm not going to use the watering can in any of the green rooms yet. I've got enough gems. Okay, this theory seems to be a bust. It didn't feel like still water in the first place, but I can't make a basin of any sort. Right? Not in here. A few books have been thrown from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands in various corners of the library. A bountiful spring of knowledge. Still missing a red letter. Herbert in the freezer said that he hid all 8. Alzara said I would not find one of them. And I don't know who to believe. Bare shelves. I don't know what I'm looking for up here. I'm just trying to think. Fire says you don't trust Alzara? Ah, the observatory has surpassed everything else as most paid for room, even surpassing classroom. Still water. Dowsing rods traditionally are used for finding water, although in this game are used for finding items. Ah, welcome back, Standard Error. I have gotten significantly further than when you last popped into this stream. I can't remember quite how far back that was. I am currently hunting down Orive's, a puzzle set by Baroness Orive, so uh okay. Two probably unreasonable theories. The description of the room describes a spring of knowledge, metaphorically. But there's a lot of metaphors that we have to take literally. You see where I am now and know what the next step is. There's a lot of metaphors that ought to be taken literally in this game. The reservoir is filled from a spring. Is there a literal water spring beneath the floor of the library? Wild theory. The other crazy thought is, yeah, wow, that is a wild theory. The other crazy thought is make a hole by lining up the library with a treasure map and trying to fill that with water. Neither seems all that plausible. And like a spring is not still water either. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Standard Error. Um, yeah, gears are turning. The rotating gear room is turning ever clockwise, ever clockwise. Um, yeah, so I've brought the watering can to this room. I didn't expect it to really qualify as still water, but it's the only mobile source of water I can think of right now. If water is boiling, is it still water? Well, according to one student, I think at that point it's Mrs. Peterson, who will be seeing her after class. And no, I would not put boiling water in water. Yeah, I agree. I never really felt that the watering can would qualify as still water. It's just I'm grasping at straws on water at the moment. Um, can't pick up the books. Um, Thank you for the subscription, Fyrax. What else even is there that I can do in here? Trying to think through if there's anything I can do with the pump room that might make sense. It would be a travesty to flood the library. There are so many books below the level of those rostrums. Um, and it's not like I can flood the room anyways, I think. Um, um, Still water tints blank books. I can get steam from the boiler room that is not still water. Um, we can draw the library in the outer room, but I can't, as far as I know, I can't flood that. Yeah, like the shrine is slightly below ground level, but I've not been able to flood it. I've not seen a way to flood any of the other rooms I've monked out there. Thinking through, thinking through. Laundry room has water. Kitchen has water. Can't really access the laundry room's water. Can access the kitchen's water. Kitchen's water is not still, though. Greenhouse's water is not still. Oh no, you saw me acknowledge the hints earlier in my playthrough. Yes, thank you, Standard Area. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not at the point where I'm gonna ask for leading questions. I might hit that point, and if, as Fyrex says, I have acknowledged the hints all previously in this playthrough. I'm probably going to feel very silly if I have to get a hint once I've got that hint. But um, yeah, I have this entire riddle. I only just got access to, so haven't had enough time to think through it yet. Um, Places with water that the pump room accesses. There's the aquarium. I already looked at the kitchen and the greenhouse. There's the pool. And then there's the outside location, the quote unquote outside locations. Um, Secret Garden. That might be a bird bath, but there's not a fountain. Fountains are still water anyways. Bird bath would be still water. Um, yeah, I never actually finished filling this out, but let's see. We've got the crown of the blueprints, an adjustable gear wrench, a navigational brass compass, a student hall pass, an electronic key card, a hobbyist lockpick kit, a magnifying glass, metal detector, familiar red paper crown. I don't think I've ever actually found the repellent spray. I read about it in a drafting studio, but I don't think I've ever actually found one. A black silk sleep mask. The accursed stopwatch. Spyglass telescope and the watering can. Emerald bracelet, ornate compass, master key, moon pendant, chronograph, silver spoon. The only contraption that makes me think water is dowsing rod, and it doesn't even really do anything with water. Mm, let's go through every time I have written the word water. Watering can spawns in the spare green room. The gallery think was reflected in a pool of water. There's water on the coat of arms. Elzar's first vision talked of a lost room beyond the dark waters. Slight diversion, probably irrelevant to the current query. A black cat tied to a red flag. The wind blows, but the flag does not stir. I think that's referring to Great Uncle Herbert. In the note from the third moonshiner to Kristoff, the note suggested that something along the lines of there's no telling how long what the cat will want, in which I'm pretty sure it was referring to Herbert. I don't remember if there's anywhere else I've seen him referred to as a cat. But symbology-wise, an Arinda Aries aligned cat who is forced to hold up the red flag, but the flag is 100% not being waved with any enthusiasm. It's just statically floating up there. I think that line might refer to Great Uncle Herbert. There's the pedestal sinking into the water. Control water flow. Watering cans shows up in the greenhouse. The Children of Blackwater. Yes, water has reappeared a lot of times in connection with my mother's group. Grade 3 science. Loon. This was on the Inner Sanctum postcard for Raja. At the end of the postcard, he wrote down Lorja Yena Ajlor Loon. Farewell to something, hello to water. I like text search. Actually, a funny thing, let's see, safe house. I have ASCII renditions of things like the safe house map and guide to Reddington and the Reddington map. Because I like text. It's searchable. Hey, we're all mad here. Searchable text, but you can actually have images. Fair. There were... Okay, so this is just boxes that were in the water of the reservoir. Denny Ravane terminated for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. Just a reference to the reservoir. Watering can. The reservoir was filled after 10 days of pumping. Yeah, I also have a pile of screenshots and also all the video recordings. So yes, yeah, I have all of those, but my text notes are the ones that are searchable. And so I spend most of my time in here. Okay, that is Meridian of the Eastern Waters. Water from 2 neighboring underground springs. Waterfall. The Classroom 8 blue memo. It's actually kind of curious that that one, it repeated Luna is the Eurasian word for water because that information is on the wall of the room. The other two words are new. So doing we're emphasizing this. Yeah, the number 8 also shows up everywhere too. Um okay, and the only other hit for Luna in use that I actually recorded was the Araja postcard. Um hmm. Hmm. And water shows up as a reference in a lot of the Children of Blackwater's writing. Pyrex says I'm looking for the wrong word in my notes. I believe it. Um, I do sometimes wish I'd ever actually gone through and updated screenshots for all of the text that I've found. And I keep not doing that. Cycling through the Steam screenshots folder is a lot less efficient. Those are the false logs. So let's skim the real logs. I've still never done anything with Bierstrom Araja. I should put that down in my unused bits list. Um, we will embrace each other in soot and ash. The Black Shores. Black Shores shows up more. If coast is not clear, lower the satellite dish to warn us. Lorjayana, Ajlor Loon. Russian traditions. Peace. Servers. Cursed. I doubt it's anything that Denny had to say. Still? Moonshine still? Water? Still water? Water in the still? If I'm resorting to trying to pour water into the moonshine still from the watering can, how far have I sunk? I don't have the trading post today. Still water tints blank book. Well, let's... Sure, why not? Let's put it on the, Yeah, nothing. I don't know if a still that has been left unmaintained for 6-ish years is something I should be drinking of. Also, I'm only 14, which It's probably fine. Um, Unaccompanied 14-year-old inherits mansion, drinks all the booze. What was I making a note of? Pour water in the still. Yeah, who knows what the legal drinking age is in Fedaries? And I just crowned myself. I can set the legal drinking age, depending on who. I'm aware that the watering can be refilled in the kitchen. And so if there's another special watering can feature, then I've forgotten that. No. Um okay, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Um 1 second. Not power hammer. Let's just search trading post. Uh Trading post uncovered moonshine still day 36. That's session 12. Day 36, that is near the end of it. That was probably the upgrade just from the trading post. Um, okay, there could be drippings from that spigot. Yeah, it looks like if I can get water flowing, it's going to be the left spigot. In the middle tank to the left tank. I hate this. I mean, I love this. This is great. Can I fill the water? Can I fill the watering can from there? Okay. Great. Okay. Um. Hmm. Those. Oh yeah. So I actually did search for still after I closed the during one of the periods where my notes weren't actually visible on the stream. I did actually search for still and noted that the only instance of the word still that was not gramma- grammatically temporal in text that I wrote and not text from the game. The only instances of the word still were references to the trading post. And I was like, that can't be it. And yeah, okay. Um, great. So have something to try. Natana loves the number of question marks I'm applying here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Um, So with the spare veranda and the greenhouse both at common, and the items for Key's experiment, I'm checking the telescope. I'm still checking the telescope instead of the watering can. But I'm definitely stopping to consider, should I be checking the watering can? Because the watering can is a rare item. I just happen to have decent ways to actually force it to spawn. The telescope, I have a harder time forcing to respawn. Um, okay. If I want to maximize my chances, the telescope goes in the coat check. I need to use the secret garden key, and the detector shovel is left on the workshop bench. 28 steps. I don't have a redraw source. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't actually need to go into the secret garden. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I do have a few steps to spare still. Yeah, because I have enough workshops, if I can find the right things, I could also ditch the sledgehammer. It would be, I would have a harder time. But yeah, the sleeping mask I can't get rid of. Honestly, if the moon pendant keeps the master key in the chronograph, I'm not gonna cry about it. I don't need gems. Oh, I can't go through that door. I can go west from the rotunda. The moon pendant can keep the moon pendant. In fact, today started with master key moon pendant. Yeah, gift shop in that orientation. Locked? Good. Okay, secret garden key used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 7 steps to spend. Potentially more because there's a bunch of fruit in the conference room. Yes, if I were looking for a reliable way to rid oneself of items for the moon pendant, there's always the trading posts. Unfortunately, if I had the trading post, I would have what I'm trying to do. Yes. Uh, It's true. I can also get dinner north of the foundation. Um, I think it's time to find out what the showroom shows if you happen to have 3 items from it already. Because I think the showroom is a pool of 6 items. It's selling a duplicate chronograph. I've already got one. I told them we've already got one. Uh, okay, sure. Oh, you know what would have been great? 2 moon pendants. I If it crashes the game to buy 2, I don't want to find that out, so we're not gonna do that. Um, Tomorrow rooms are helpful. Actually, I could even make it back to the planetarium with the secret garden food and dinner. So yeah, planetarium. Question. Natano has a question. Oh, am I buying silver spoon? I don't think I need the silver spoon. Yeah, it reduces pendant odds, but dramatically improves today. Yeah. Because if I spoon, I should be able to try and find my second observatory. Yeah. And so that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to get a pile of steps from the conference room. Yeah. Hey, what I really wanted was 2 moon pendants. 2 moon pendants, if it actually saved 4 items, would be amazing. Yeah, it might be worth checking the cam and gambling on the telescope. You're right, yeah. Okay. Huh? Metal in this room? Oh, right, we still don't have game audio. Oh, there's metal in the secret garden. Okay, we can ditch the sledgehammer. Turn it. Wow, no take spots. Still metal? Coin. Natano does know something mechanics related that's relevant in this context. Yeah, if you suspect I don't want to know it, then I think we just go with you can tell me some later time. Um, is it the freezer? It would prevent me from getting the second observatory. I'll just do the closet. No, actually, commissary could sell. I need to go in to check. Could sell bananas. It is sell bananas. Great. Mailroom is fine. Is there something I'm trying to force? Secret passage could force kitchen. Because I've taken 4 shops out of the pool already. And armory is not in the pool. So that might not completely force kitchen, but it would help. Hey, look, kitchen. I have no non-green room luck buffs right now. I have no rabbit's foot. I whiffed on the cloister of Rinna. Nitana knows why this happened. Uh... It's not like the kitchen can fail to sell something. Like, all the slots are there, and I couldn't imagine it not being able to sell me something. Like, I can get multiple bacon and eggs between the nook and the kitchen, and there's no problem. Nitana says it's kind of wild that I had this happen without knowing why. The battery is in the workshop. I haven't walked into the workshop because it has a keycard door on the north end. But I know that there is a battery there. And so I can walk into there, grab the battery, make a power hammer, and yep, then just leave it. How is there? Hello, water. There. Can't grab the glass. It's a sale day. That shouldn't be responsible for giving me a free cupcake. I still haven't had computer today. I think one downside of all of the conservation I've done is it's actually kind of hard to find a computer right now. I've made too many things common that don't have computers. Standing here, so if I don't want the cupcake, can they have it? No, I do want the cupcake. I think the question is, do I get an observatory here? I'm on 8th rank, 24 steps. Yeah, I've got too many rooms at common. Mitano treated standard as your default rarity. I can definitely see the wisdom in doing so. And now for a game of Is it time to move fast and make mistakes? It is time for a game of move fast and make mistakes. Here we go. Drafting east from the hallway. Cool. Gets me foundation access and keeps going. Hallway. Mailroom. Oops, whatever. Study doesn't work. Oh, lab. Move fast and make mistakes. Lab or office would have been a computer. Moved fast, made mistakes. Yes. We love moving fast and making mistakes in this QM. Big money. I didn't actually pull the levers in. I didn't pull the levers in the secret garden because I initially wasn't thinking that I was going to keep going this day. Yes, it is nonetheless possible. Well, no, it's not. It is not possible, but we can take the computer. It is much too late to start an experiment in this day. Apples? Immediately. Oh, I would have needed to do a lab packet. Yeah. Yeah, packet management was your thought. This is a very lackluster experiment. Holding. I dug in most of the dig spots already. Uh, I can cancel, but I don't think doing packet will allow me to reroll. Yeah. I think the only dig spots are the aquarium and the yeah, that would be busted. The aquarium and the foundation, which is at least something. I also don't really care about the allowance. Yeah. Thank you, Anne. And Standard Air wanted my birthday cupcake. Um. Okay, so I am 14 in late 1993. um. Oh, did I say I'm 14? Yes, I did say I'm 14 earlier today, and I am wrong because I wasn't looking at the calendar. Um, I forgot my own birthday. Thankfully, Anne is on top of it. So this should be 70. Oh, I even have yeah, 1979 Jan 28. Great. Filling out the very random assemblage of dates. Yeah, there's probably no other source on Simon's birthday. That would. Mhm. Thank you. Um, there's no point in a remote terminal. There's no data. Okay. Double checking. There are no more drafting. Firex says Christmas was better. Thank you, Standard Air, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Birthday Boy, who is probably very confused, although actually, I suspect having a username like Birthday Boy, this probably happens a bunch. Yeah, so Natana had a fun fact previously that you held back. The cupcake appears in only two places: the walk-in closet and just now in the kitchen. A rock. Ba, 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 ba. That is a very remarkable rock. I have so many remarks about that rock. How? How does Anne set up something in the kitchen? Does she reset the house, put the day's special items in, and then soft reset the house in a way that preserves the stuff that she set up? Those deep scientific mysteries out of Carrerica U. Why is there... Oh, the microchip. She did ninja and dropped it in as I drafted it. Right, so... Checking one thing. checking the watering can. Leaving the metal detector. Oh, whoops. Well, I guess I'm not digging in the aquarium now. And I don't have a boiler room. But what I do have is 40 steps. Much eat good. That's true. She does need to, I never did check if, yeah, there's nothing in here. Somebody needs to feed the hamster, the fish. Nom, 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 nom. Pick up the battery pack. Make the power hammer. Ignore the power hammer. Too much eat still good? There is no such thing as too much eat. Probably. Probably no such thing as too much eat. Okay, and I'm sorry. Because I always put the telescope away before I actually go into the planetarium because I'm ending the day in the planetarium. Um, we did coat check the watering can, which is why I brought the telescope to ending the day in the planetarium. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain one trunk. It's still coat checking the watering can, but huh? Yeah, permanent, not an upgrade. Upgrade to the planetarium. And so, can I get that for all of the 5 planets? Dauja, Mora, Fenmora, Mamora, Thea? I I How did I only just now do this? That's amazing. Okay. Well, let's call it a day. 6 items in the inventory. 4 of them are showroom items. Yeah, I can see how it's one of the most missed things in the game because the telescope is a very rare item. I can see why one would think to try this. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's call it a day here. And let's pray to Daoja today that the moon pendant saves the telescope. Standard Garden Shopping Center of tomorrow. Okay, and I think let's restart. I'm gonna restart OBS now, then I'm gonna take a break.